Welcome to Friday Night Lights on Fox 12 Oregon, presented by Pacific Office Automation.
Treats, then tricks. Welcome inside where it's dry on this sweet regular season finale of Fox 12's Friday Night Lights. The rare Halloween show and the playoff brackets are getting dialed in now. First round buys, seedings, and visions of the ultimate prize after Thanksgiving. Let's rip those wrappers and carve into the goods. 2A Greater St. Helens League. The Washougal Panthers were in the catbird seat. Columbia River seems in. Woodland, Ridgefield battling for that third playoff spot in Sputterville. The Beavers won the rivalry the previous 2 years. Woodland opening up the scoring in that first half. This one's a floater. Michael Blevin, Will Clemens takes off and outpaces on that turf. About 3 spuds. Takes it all the way in. About a 50-yard run for the senior. Belvin falling right behind him. Little QB keep makes it 8-0 on a 2-point try. The Spudders lone score in that first half. About a 15-yard boot from Hudson Merwin. It's 8-3. But the Spudders open up the second half screaming. Number 4, that's Ben McLemore, the third, takes the handoff and takes a cut inside, and he is off to the races. Another big running play. This one going about 75 yards all the way to the end zone. It's 10-8. Beavers not back, though, as they make quick progress down the field. Big play from their number 4, Zach Young. Big-time catch, huge gain. The Beavs quick to capitalize on their chance. It's the freshman, Dayton Morris, dances in, and another 2-point conversion, so it's 16-10. Spudders, though, not done yet. Who do they go to? Their number 4, the big throw, E.J. Rivera. Adjustment by Mack, and a quick jog to the end zone. He's shouting, "That's what we do!" Return to the Mack. After that, a defensive stop and a couple of first downs, and the Spudders take that 1-point victory over those Woodland Beavers. Ridgefield 17, Woodland 16. Why is it blank? Believe me. So the week four teams in the 10. Hey, that messed me up. So 4-week, 10 playoff bids for the 2A GSHL. Kelso, Evergreen, Spudders, Mark Morris. And it's not often the kids' favorite to play a game at 4:30, but on Halloween night, they'll take it. Prairie Heritage 3A GSHL, the early kick from McKenzie Stadium. The winner with the third playoff bid behind Kelso and Evergreen. First quarter, Prairie ball in the red zone. Handoff to Kean Kruger. Into the pile he's going to go. And Kruger, not Freddie, to the outside. Make a miss, gets in, 14-yard touchdown for the Falcons. Later first, Prairie again in the red zone. Devin Vigue with the fake, takes it himself, weaving on through, makes it 14-0 for Prairie. Second quarter, Timberwolves to the red zone. 4th and 2, Connie Clark. Outside into pay dirt. Prairie 14, Heritage 7 going to halftime. Fast forward, 4th quarter now. Connie Clark, under 30 seconds left, getting past the defenders. It's a 1-point game. They go for 2. Winner take all in a game like this. Owen Daly taking the snap, looking for the pass, but runs out of room, and the slick conditions help bring him down. Final score, Prairie 21, Heritage 20 to advance to the postseason. The Falcons, you know they're hyped.
All the hard work paid off, all the summer workouts, all the spring ball, all leads up to this moment. We had to execute, make big plays in crunch time.
Looking ahead now to the playoffs, you know, what's the message going forward to everyone?
Win or go home. Let's go kick some.
Yeah, Prairie and Heritage both 6-3 overall. Fine regular seasons for both. Halloween night in the 4A Greater St. Helens League. Get the hearse out at Doc Harris Stadium in Camas. Papermakers, Skyview Storm. Normally they just meet once per season. Next year, the 4 schools in the 4A GSHL Battleground Union will be included to meet twice to cut down on travel. Near the end of the second quarter, punt return for the Papermakers. Ball popped free by Jacob Rojas. Picked up by David Dudko, who takes it all the way back for the Storm score. They're into the lead 10-0 at halftime. Camas shaking off those first half woes. Ben Druckman, their senior, so good. Charlie Barr, spin him in and get in. It's 10-7. Still third. This time, Druckman taking it himself. Cannonball through the defense. Camas into lead 13-10. 4th quarter, Skyview looking to tie it up on a field goal. They would do that. It's Lawrence Tang ties it. 13-all. You got to trust your kickers, and boy, we almost had it right there. Camas would kick that game-winning field goal with 3 seconds to go. Jackson Tyler missed a point after earlier, made that one. Camas comes back with the win. 16-13, another thriller of the night. This is why they play those games. The Camas victory secures a 5th straight league title. Battleground earns the 2nd playoff win after its victory over Union a night ago. And no bigger game in the 5A ranks of Oregon than the showdown in the Mid-Willamette League. Lebanon beat Silverton. Silverton beat Dallas. Dallas visited Lebanon to close the regular season campaign. Number 5, Lebanon, out for that first unbeaten conference season since 1993. Warriors hadn't won a league crown since winning the state title in 2016, hosting the always tough team from Dallas. The 6th-ranked Dragons dropped 2 straight after winning their first 6, but they wanted to force the 3-way tie. We're looking at the big star. Bryson Edwards moves the chains for the boys in blue. And then Edwards, he's going to pass it. Of course, they were 2nd place in that T-Mobile challenge. Not the $1 million. They got a 6-figure deal to help improve Heath Stadium. They need it. That's Logan Large in the margin. And then Cade Weber. Well, Lebanon's Cade Weber. He's going to run for that first down. Take a lot of dudes with him, too. Same drive. It's the Warriors finally getting in. Bryson Edwards by himself. Right to the pylon. It's a tough kid. It's 7-0 Lebanon. Dallas, though, they got some dudes, too. Thomas Hess. That's a bomb and over the shoulder. That's a beautiful catch along the sideline. Same drive. Aiden Galusha is going to run this one. And that's a big-time first down in a game like this. It was a wet night, too. You keep it on the ground. Landon Holbrook's going to run for that first down. And same drive, they're going to get the equalizer here. Holbrook's going to run it in before the halftime, 7-7. Dallas would lead 29-14 late in the game, but what a comeback with the Warriors. 30-29 winners, going for the 2-point conversion. They would win in the end, locking up their first league title in more than a decade. Our lower third scores aren't working tonight. Lebanon gets the win, 30-29. Rivalry night, senior night at Milwaukie High. The 6-1 Mustangs, their best season in decades. A 3-way tie for first. The Rex Putnam Kingsmen out for win number 1. Putnam playing road spoilers. That's Cody Albin catching the end of a rain-soaked 48-yard run. So the Kingsmen, with 9 minutes left in the first quarter, they had the lead 6-0. Later first, Mustangs pointing up with the equalizer. Peyton Daffrin Shell, the junior wideout, gets the carry around the left side of the line, and the 21-yard game-tying score, 6-6. We go second quarter. How about their sophomore captain quarterback, Jaden Locke, locks in Andre Fialo's 25-yard touchdown. Milwaukie with the big-time win in the end, 44-12. 6. More FNL from Milwaukie, LaSalle Prep, and Gresham. The Falcons trying to have the upset. 6-1 Gophers playing down in 5A. Less than a minute to go in the third. LaSalle trailing, leaning on their run game. Sean Fennell, senior, scores to make it 27-16. Gophers still leading. Then they had the proper response right back. Joshua Calderon, get gone. Senior with a salute from 6. From about 80 yards away. Gresham's a winner on this night, 34-16. Gophers get to 6-3. At the 6A level in Oregon, it's a 16-team playoff now, and then the seeds 17 through 24. The return of the Columbia Cup. First-round home games most definitely on the line on this night. The battle along 99 for the top of the Pacific Conference. Number 9 Sherwood at home, 6-2 record. 5-3 the Newberg Tigers just dropped a tight one to Glencoe a week ago, trying to hand the Bowman its first league loss and earn a share of the conference crown. Sherwood was up 13-12 at halftime. Third quarter, we start with a running score by their senior from Newberg, Chase Mackin. Two-way star, smacks it in, 19-13 for Newberg. Bowman bobbing right back. Their sophomore quarterback, Kai Boatsman, took over starting duties earlier this season. What a spark he supplied, finding Jack Wilson for 6. Sherwood back up 20-19. Fourth quarter, Newberg on the ball. That's Parker Sellner. Let it rip in the rain. 32 yards, a scoring reception to Owen Kubin, who hangs on and knows what to do with it. Tigers back in the lead, 26-20. Late fourth, Sherwood knocking on the door. Jones, stick over and in. Bowman tied the score, pending the point after. They're all huge and limited time to play. 21 ticks to go. That's good from Samson Johnson, 27-26, New Sherwood, Newberg, last chance, a quick drive into field goal range from 42. It's in line, but just short. What a game. Sherwood does win, 27-26. Now let those biggest games of the season begin. The playoffs next, in line for both.
We believe in our team, believe in our coaches, just come out and just get a good win. I trust our players, you know.
Yeah, the Bowmen closed the regular season 7-2. Newberg 5-4. Bring on the next round of life with those playoffs. Friday nights in the Metro League, Beaverton and Mountainside, last year's league champs, playing for the second automatic bid out of the league behind Jesuit along Shoals Ferry, both 5-3 coming in. And when you've got high-impact seniors, you got a great chance to win every weekend. Keenan Lowe's loves his quarterback. Cade Mitchell for Coach Lowe, college commit to New Mexico. Future Lobo diving for the score there is fellow senior Andrew Ramtell for the game opening score. And there'd be more for the Mavs. The long stuff and the shorties just as good. Ramtell with the rock in hand, following the blocks and the black shirts. It's 14-0 for Mountainside. And that pig can be a tough one to keep possession of when it's so saturated like it was on this night. Zach Davis, big dude. Hey, that's a nice freebie on the fumble recovery. Sets him up in primo field position. From there, Mountainside's going to go here, back in the end zone. Mitchell, little time, little space. Sean Garrick, another 5'9 senior, like summer 7-on-7. Now they move on to November. Mavs win 48-0, secure that second seed from the Metro. What's good in the Mount Hood? Well, it's real wet at Hillsborough Stadium. Sandy and Central Catholic tied in the standings for second place behind the new kids on the block from Nelson. The Hawks were the only MHC team to beat the Pioneers and the Rams. Buckets of rain meant the ground game needed to take over. Killian Sambe killing him softly. The senior, Sambe, the talent, the blocking in front to make his way and stack some hay in Washington County. Field flipper from 50-plus yards at a scoreless first quarter. Early second, the drive ends in points. Tyson Davis, goal line payoff. Senior makes it 7-0 Cardinal and gold. But those Sandy kids, they're as tough as nails. Rams on 4th and long. They go. Caden McMahon and his gang of Pios stuff them up short of the game. Turnover on downs for Sandy. Now, Central Catholic would force a punt, and then they'd plug in their guru of goal. That's Cole Thomas, lethal weapon 6 for the senior. Special teams, got to be special in nights like this. Have a little fun, Thomas. Going to get a backward splash into the end zone and the punt return for score. 39-6 the final. Rams go 7-2. Pioneers 5-4. There will be more in store for the impending postseason. A night prior, what a treat it was to have some more high school football. Week 9 kicked off with Thursday night lights, more pairings and rivalries to really sink your teeth into. A Rose City Classic on Thursday in St. John's. Pump up the jams. PIL leading Roosevelt, hosting 4th place Grant on senior night. The Rough Riders had their backfield stud, Giovanni Burks, out of his way. The future Idaho Vandal breaks through about everybody on the general defense. 37-yard touchdown to open things up. They wouldn't look back. Rider of defense riding high. That's Juju Dawson doing that voodoo he do. Great pick patrolling the secondary for Ryan McCann's squad. And then Burks adds another. 20-10 the final. Roosevelt claims its first city crown in 30 years. 1995-2025, going unbeaten in league at 6-0. That's just the third outright league title in the last century of Roosevelt football, sharing the title in 22 and 21. Moonlight in North Portland. Jefferson High's home finale a night ago with the visitors from Ida B. Wells. The Guardians perched 3rd in the PIL standings. Democrats wanted to close the season on a high note. Ida B with their running back right through that defense. Senior captain Kurt Jordan, little ground Jordan. Their first score of the second half, it was 30-12. And their junior quarterback, Jude Nolan, the keeper, as Wells keeps them at bay and wins that day and the night. They fly away a winner, 38-18 for the Guardians. They go to 5-4, 4-2 for 3rd in the league. And the newest neighborhood rivalry between Clackamas and their old buds of Adrian C. Nelson and Happy Valley, the 3rd-ranked Hawks left no doubt. Already 49-0 for the visitors at halftime, and it just continued in the 3rd for Nelson. Braylon Gaines hooks up with Charlie Dunn to get it that way. Zeg and Zag for Nelson, looking slick in the white on the road. In the bag, this one was Terrell Granberg doing his homework. Pick 6, 45 yards for their first ever Mount Hood Conference title Sunday on a Thursday. 63-7, heading to the playoffs now in season 5 of the program at 8-1. Coach Hazel letting the boys know.
And what it earns you is by yourself, all alone, Mount Hood Conference champion. Yeah!
I'm just so proud of this team. We have a really good squad. We can make a really deep run in this playoff. And it's just an amazing moment for this team and this program. I'm so proud of my dudes.
Yeah, congrats to those dudes and head coach Aaron Hazel building up the Hawks' nest from the bottom to the top in Happy Valley. How about the Battle of the Lake a night ago? Number 2, Lake Oswego. Number 6, Lakeridge. Lakers Pacers were both 3-1 in that Three Rivers League, seeking the second automatic bid behind West Linn in the TRL. Lakers had a 28-0 second-half lead. The third quarter got a little defense, just as fierce as their offense. That's Jalen Bowman. The no-fly zone. His dad, of course, NFL lineage, a great duck in his own right. Love that. Then there goes their dude, Bam Bam, LaMarcus Bell, Utah Ute commit, rings up another score. They bashed into a 35-point lead. The running clock came with 9 minutes left in the third quarter. 35-14 Lakers. They own the Lake, ending the Pacers' run of 2 years in a row to get to 8-1, anchoring away to the postseason. State runners-up they were a year ago.
I mean, it's the work we put in throughout the week, you know. It's just we come together as a team. We do the scout team stuff. We do everything to just come together and get the win. You know, it's an amazing win. We do this for the community back home, so, you know, we had to get the win. They support us every week, every Friday, every Thursday, no matter what. They're always supporting us, so I thank them a lot, and, you know, we're going to keep this thing going.
Yeah, Bill, like all the kids now with playoff visions, refreshing that OSAA page if it doesn't crash the playoff pairings on this night. The longest running rivalry west of the Mississippi, the 104th battle for the bridge. West Linn, Oregon City, top-ranked Lions won that TRL and their favorites to repeat as 6A state champs. They got Sloan Baker, the junior quarterback, so good this year, escaping danger, throwing to Ashton Marquis, who's met by a pair of Pios. Doesn't matter. He's going to get in. Later first, another third and long for Baker and his boys. Slinging a deep shot to Tyson Donneberg, another touchdown from 27 yards. West Linn wins 49-14. They're 9-0 and await their prey in the playoffs. Rivalry night continued on Thursday from Tigard's Robert Gray Stadium. Tualatin and the Tigers, the Timberwolves, foaming at the mouth. Carter Lemon, globetrotter in his blood, and Lemon taste that sweet success. A 34-yard pick six on Thursday Night Lights. He's a junior, so is Cole Hockmeister, another 2A star. Logs a 29-yard touchdown run, 36-0 in the final for Tualatin to get to 6-3. Tigard 1-8. 6A Pacific Conference rivals from a night ago at Hillsborough Stadium. Liberty out to snap a 3-game skid. Century ended a 4-week slide last Friday at McMinnville. Both came in with one league win. Play of the game late in the first quarter. Liberty's Makai Perry, a track star, channeling Barry Sanders. Not because he's looking like 20. They're doing this. Incredible balance to remain upright and in for a 42-yard touchdown. Liberty won that night, 45-32. They're 5-4 to place fourth in the Pacific Conference. They now await their playoff fate. Still to come, football to football. The soccer playoffs are here again. It's a place that David Douglas girls are still getting familiar with. We'll meet the Scots superstar sophomore who suits up in the red, white, and blue as well. Our high school spotlight next on this Halloween edition, Week 9 of Fox 12's Friday Night Lights.
You're watching Friday Night Lights on Fox 12 Oregon, sponsored by Pacific Office Automation.